Hello, here is a question for you. Will you ever sell your Ferrari? Well, we're here talking about someone who did. Today, let us talk about some of the practical, doable ideas from the book The Monk Who Sold His Ferrari. The author Robin Sharma is a well known writer, YouTube personality, and a world renowned life coach. The book features a highly successful lawyer as protagonist named Julian Mantel. For some reason, at the peak of his career, he sold his Ferrari and mentioned to embark on a spiritual journey in Himalayas. I don't know how unreasonable someone has to be in order to let go of his most valuable asset, but we are glad that Julian did. Because in Himalayas, he got to learn virtues from sages known as sages of Sivan, and we are getting to know them today. Starting with hashtag 1, the heart of the rose. This is basically meditation, but a lot fancier. All you will need is a quiet place, and as the name suggests, a rose. You just sit there and you stare at the rose like it is the most beautiful thing in existence. Just fill your consciousness with this beauty. It is going to be difficult. You are going to be distracted because it is something you have to visualize. It is supposed to be difficult. You have to internalize, visualize, and feel the beauty, and with time, you will develop the required focus and calmness. Yes, do not let your better half know that you have been staring at some pretty stuff not good for health. Hashtag 2 is opposition thinking. This one is sort of a mindset shift rather than a practice. While you can dedicate a fixed slot to the rose daily, which you should actually do, this requires a constant and conscious effort. What it says is when a negative and undesirable thought strikes your awareness, you immediately replace it by force, if necessary, with a positive, joy bringing, and energizing one. First of all, you need to be aware of what your thoughts are, and then, if you can't think of something positive, try to reconstruct your negative thoughts in a constructive way, like, I can't do that. Instead of this, use, I can't do that now, but I definitely will someday, and I'm trying. Hashtag 3 is the secret of the lake. Every virtue told in the book has a backstory to be told. So the title does not really convey much, but it can be precisely rephrased as a quote by Lord Buddha. What you think, you become. What you feel, you attract. What you imagine, you create. And that is what the protagonist does. He would spend his time looking into a lake and visualizing his dreams turning into a reality. Quoting the book, everything is created twice, first in the mind and then it is realized in a physical form. By the way, you don't really need a lake, just sit still on your bed and visualize yourself losing or gaining weight, acquiring those assets you have always wanted, buying that car, dating that girl, the good grades, landing your dream jobs, or maybe spending some time with your crush or something like that. Number 4 is embracing the present. The past is gone, it is long gone. Only the flash can change it for you, and it's highly unlikely that you will ever run into one. And the future is relevant to what you do today. Spending your time worrying about either of them will only create unnecessary stress. Live in the present, enjoy the moment, like right now, really enjoy the video. Live a life of no regrets, like Portugal's Ace in One Piece tried to do. Anyways, this section also emphasizes on the point that one should never sacrifice his happiness for accomplishments. While both can really go hand in hand, you can be happy while achieving your life goals. You never know when your opportunity to spend your time with your family, siblings, your child, your friends, your partner will just disappear. Hashtag 5 is following your purpose. That advice becomes much more difficult when someone is not aware of their purpose, when someone doesn't know what they need to be doing with their life. You see, the purpose of life is a life of purpose. It matters. You need to set clearly defined goals in every possible field there is, whether it be academic, personal, spiritual, financial, physical, sensual, romantic, whatever you want to do, just choose the field, set the goal. Don't just say I will lose weight, instead be specific. I will lose 10 kilograms in 5 months. I will complete this chapter in a week. Know your goals, write them down on paper, have a clear and firm vision of your result, visualize yourself doing it and actually achieving it. Now I know many of you have done that before and failed. Here is a simple solution for that. Find an accountability partner towards whom you are responsible, someone who motivates you, someone who tells you what you need to be doing. When you don't do what you are supposed to, the person is authorized to give you a certain punishment or maybe some deal that you close with him. To make things interesting, bring in a little sum of money against failed tasks. Always be time specific regarding your goals. Set deadlines and be realistic about it. Now, stay with your goals. Be consistent, show up daily, stay loyal towards them at least, and put in the effort for tabled 21 days. As some research suggests, that's how long it takes to turn an activity into a habit. And finally, pick your goals only if you are going to enjoy it. Otherwise, there is no point in doing all this. It's just a waste of time, waste of your effort. Know what you want to do. Number 6 is the 10 rituals of radiant living, basically a morning routine. This part of the book introduces a concept called as Kaizen, which means non stop and gradual process of becoming better to always be learning and moving forward. There is a quote that says, "We are what we repeatedly do. Excellence then is not an act but a habit." Perfection can't be achieved always. It hinders growth and creates chaos and stress. Rather, one should aim for excellence consistently, and that is exactly what the implementation of Kaizen allows us to do. The author puts forth 10 steps known as 10 rituals of radiant living to help in the process of Kaizen. Number 1 is early awakening, being completed a minimum of 6 hours of sleep and watching the beauty of a sunrise. Number 2 is solitude, your me time, spending it alone and peacefully, pondering over whatever you want to do. Number 3 is physical movement. Do some sort of exercise, anything that gets the blood flowing and you feel the pump. I don't really like the next one, but number 4 says live nourishment. Prefer a vegetarian diet. Anyways, number 5 is abundant knowledge, that is reading something non fictional, reading something educational. Number 6 is spoken words. Communicate a positive message to yourself. Some short, sweet, and positive affirmations such as I'm enough, I'm strong, I'm beautiful, I can do this and I can do that. Number 7 is simplicity. Simple living and high thinking should be the motto. Prioritize what's going on in your life and focus on it. Number 8 is personal reflection. Set aside a time to review yourself, to review your goals, your efforts, your mistakes, and area to improvise. Number 9 is congruent character. This one sounds a lot intriguing and it actually is. Have a set of codes, morals to follow all the time. Be a man of principles, like Dominic Toronto right here, whose code was family. Last one being music. Your preference, your choice, anything that puts you in a good mood. Eminem rocks always. Those were 10 suggested rituals to do in morning as part of Kaizen. Moving on with the seventh virtue, selflessly serve others. Believe in the concept of karma. What goes around comes around. So just be kind and generous enough to lend a helping hand no matter how insignificant it may feel. Note: helping a friend by sharing his video is a noble deed, completely unrelated. And now the last but not the least from the book. Respect your time. Start using no as an answer much often. Most of the time you waste your own in order to please others. If those people are worth pleasing, a no won't offend them. Start prioritizing yourself over others. As Sir Steve Jobs said, your time is limited, so do not waste it living someone else's life. That's it. The main points from the book being the heart of the rose, the opposition thinking, the secret of the lake, embracing the present, following the purpose, the 10 rituals of radiant living, selflessly serving others, and respecting